What's good? Something spectacular sports, real sports fans, real boxing fans across the world. We growing, roll to 1,000 subscribers. Your support is appreciated. All you gotta do is smash the thumbs up if you like what you hear and subscribe. Check this out. Listen, have you ever seen the Jack Johnson documentary? If you haven't seen the Jack Johnson documentary and you're a boxing fan, a sports fan, period, make sure you go watch it. Listen, a lot of things that get repeated happens now, but check this out. What they doing to Bud Crawford and trying to minimize his accomplishments, minimize his popularity, say he haven't fought nobody, is what they used to do in a way to Jack Johnson. They used to say he was born and he had to go through all this bullshit just to get a fight. Back then, it was no white dude wanted to fight him. So they try to make it out, but eventually he was able to get a fight and dominate. So that's what they basically, in a sense, even though the other fighters he trying to fight is black, but what the establishment is trying to do, because they got more leverage, they trying to minimize him and treat him like Jack Johnson. But what's going to happen at the end of the day, Bud is already a Hall of Famer, it's going to backfire. Watch. They're let you see what happened. Sean Porter almost beat Earl Spence. He almost won, and they keep trying to minimize it. Why don't you just take? It's better to lose to Bud at the end of the day than losing to somebody else. How'd that look for you? You can just say, you know what, he was just a better fighter than me. You lose to Sean Porter. Sean Porter's a good fighter, but man, shout out to Sean Porter too. Look. What they doing to Bud, and it's funny because people don't research it. They don't even understand what's going on. That's a machine. That's like a lie. They just trying to make it seem like he is not popular. If you look at his fucking Instagram followers, him and Earl got the same. Now, Earl has more opponents because he's with the PBC. We get this, and I hate doing this, but I'm tired of this, man. Shout out to Bud Crawford, aka present day Jack Johnson. Look, check this out. They trying to minimize him. Oh, he on the 100,000. And this is for, I done this too. Who was in the, John T. Shout out to John T, man. He left a comment. But Bud only done 100,000. Okay, so what's going to happen if Spence and Porter only done 200,000 or 150,000? What does that mean? Imagine Jay-Z saying, I'm not going to battle Nas because I'm selling way more records than him. That sounds stupid, dog. We already know it takes two to tango. You can't fight by yourself. Nobody right now is Mayweather. But back to this thing. So, like I said, make sure you go watch the Jack Johnson documentary and you'll see how certain things that you can predict stuff before it even happened. You can see how they do it. Like you can just see how they going to do certain fighters. So the modern day Jack Johnson type fighters are usually, in a sense, southpaws or people that's real good that doesn't have the A-side status. So what they do, they call them born. But Bud, they don't call Bud born. He's pound for pound number one. So what they do, they just try to brush it off. They not doing the shit with the WBO. So it just goes on and on. But like I've been telling niggas, you can't stop a star from shining. It's going to backfire on them. And your guy that whoever you trying to promote to be this one is going to lose. Not only is it going to lose, their profile ain't going there and be. Boxing is a short career anyway. Having all them brawls and shit like that Earl and Porter there, that shit, your career don't last like that. Blown up all in weight. I don't understand how you can. I understand, like, why would you not make that fight? Like, that's the biggest for boxing. So why would you try to make it seem like they trying to make it seem like Bud didn't beat Victor Postal and Victor Postal got paid step aside money not to fight Danny. They trying to make it seem like they didn't offer him the Thurman fight. They didn't offer Danny and Thurman, but nobody's doing it. And then people playing into it. They can't see behind the Hines, but look at the Jack Johnson fight. And you'll see the similarities how whoever has the control over the media, in a sense. But the thing about Top Rank, their media presence isn't as strong. So now the media presence is people like myself and the YouTube is real strong. People don't realize it or not. Your voice is heard. That's why I put these videos out like that, because I don't like to see people get treated on that Jack Johnson shit. You know what I mean? That's just not cool for boxing. I don't care if you got your favorite fighter. Everybody ain't gonna win all the time. You just might lose. You know what I mean? So that's just the way it goes. But shout out to Bud Crawford, Nebraska. Don't let them, Bud, don't let them do you like they did Jack Johnson. You got a lot of fans out there. Don't let them do it like that. Like I said, I'm not a fanboy you or nobody. I'm not a fanboy of nobody. I don't worship celebrities. I don't want to be them or none of that. I'm just a boxing fan from afar, but I know I got a voice. I study boxing, and I knew when Terrence Crawford, Kellerman asked him when he had 140 if he moved to 147, what he gonna do, and he said, "You know what? We gonna fight." I knew once he done that right there, that was the beginning of the process of letting the whole division know that I'm the alpha. I'm the top dog. I'm not nobody. I don't try to be your friend and hang around with you and do bullshit like that. But shout out to Bud Crawford. Shout out to Jack Johnson, the living legend. 1800s, was winning way back there. Nobody could stop him. They had all these obstacles in place. So if Jack Johnson can do it, I know damn well Bud can do it. All these obstacles in place, and they still rose to the occasion. Shout out to all the real fans out there. I'm talking about the real fans. Even if you got your favorite fighter, if you're a real fan, you know what I'm talking about. This is real right here. This is raw. Once again, Something Spectacular Sports. We in there. If you like what you hear, leave a comment. Like I said, you don't gotta agree with me, but leave a comment. I want to hear your thoughts on there. I'm sure a lot of people know they see the Jack Johnson shit that they trying to do to my boy. You know what I'm saying? But they can't stop him. You know what I'm saying? Also too, support the channel by just, like I said, just subscribe, man. This is your boy. I'm out of here. Something spectacular. Let's get it.